Well, how y'all are this afternoon? This is your old buddy George Jones over at the Bergen Gun Range with my next installment on, hey, let's shoot some old ammo and see how it works. Warning to YouTube, I am installing my silencer. You know, YouTube's a very interesting concept of a business. Their business concept apparently is, I am manufacturing a product that I give to them for free, and they sell that product to advertisers and profit by it, and maybe they give me a little bit back, maybe they don't. But then, when my brand of product becomes profitable, they come along and say, oh, we don't want you to do certain little things. We don't want you to install a suppressor. We don't want you to put a magazine in a gun. We don't want you to drop a magazine out of a gun. They don't want you to shoot a machine gun. We don't want you to do this. We don't want you to do that. We want you to do the other thing, you know, and we'll punish you if you do. And that's where they've been for the last couple of months. But apparently they have relaxed those restrictions. This is my theory. People started taking their new content and putting it elsewhere. Rumble or some other place. And subsequently the viewership goes down. The AdSense revenue on their end goes down, and they wake up one morning and they realize they're hemorrhaging millions of dollars. Because YouTube's that big. I mean, you know, they make multi-million dollars a month. You know. And then all of a sudden somebody says, oh, wait a minute. Maybe we ought to think about this for a minute. And now I notice the big channel YouTube guys are sticking in magazines, shooting machine guns, you know, and screwing suppressors on guns again, and so forth and so on. Demolition Ranch was nice enough to publish the other day that they had eased some of the restrictions and now you could do certain things again, you know. And I'm going to do certain things as well, but the certain thing I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to post to my Rumble page. I'm going to continue to post to YouTube. You're watching me now. But I'm going to continue to go to Rumble. And the reason why I'm going to continue going to Rumble is I'm just going to have two channels. You know, I'm going to have a YouTube channel. I'm going to have a Rumble channel. I'm going to put things on the YouTube channel. And I'm going to ask you to go over to Rumble and watch other things. You know, Rumble doesn't make me any money. YouTube makes me a little bit. Yeah, and I'll tell my subscribers right up front, I get about $300 a month between the two revenue outlets, which is Google AdSense and Patreon. So anyway, check me out over on Rumble. This video will probably be there too. So where are we at today? Well, here, having said all of that nonsense, let's talk about what I come over here to talk about. And that is Smith & Wesson ammunition. Smith & Wesson Nyclad ammunition. Is that image reversed? We'll go on with it anyway. Smith & Wesson Nyclad ammunition. Now this is Smith & Wesson Nyclad 38 Special Plus P 125 grain semi-wad cutter hollow point. And it is nylon coated. Box about to give out. This box is over 40 years old. It says on the box, reduces airborne lead, reduces bore leading, no lubricant to smoke. It's this round. A nylon coated 38 Special semi-wad cutter hollow point. It's this round, which is an uncoated lead hollow point. Smith & Wesson Plus P 38 Special. What they did was they basically took the round, the projectile, and coated it or dipped it in some kind of nylon, ryanite, Zytel, whatever material, to eliminate leading and lead fouling, and allowing them to sell a lead bullet or lead projectile new factory cartridge for the same that you would sell a semi-jacketed hollow point or full metal jacket hollow point for. So they were able to take the cheap lead projectile, coat it slightly with a very, very inexpensive coating, and sell it for the same base price as jacketed duty ammunition. Did it sell well? Well, yeah, it sold pretty well. There's a lot of it still floating around. They quit making it, I think, because of a public furor over the misconception that nylon jacketed bullets were armor piercing. I have a drink on that one. It was there a nylon jacketed armor piercing bullet by design? Yeah, there was a TKW round, it was called. It was a sharp pointed Armco bronze solid with a nylon jacket on it that was in fact designed to be armor piercing. So the public's perception was all nylon coated ammunition was armor piercing. So anyway, I don't know if that's what got them out of the business. What it got them out of the business was, see, Smith & Wesson at one time was making an attempt to corner the law enforcement market entirely. They had Smith & Wesson branded Whalen light bars. They had Smith & Wesson branded Gould and Goodrich holsters and belt gear. They had Smith & Wesson branded shoes, duty shoes, Smith & Wesson branded ammunition. They bought Rock Creek chemical agent plant from the government and started producing Smith & Wesson chemical agents, barricade penetrators and gas rounds and 37 millimeter stuff, and you know, and their own branded tear gas and flashbangs and all of that. And they entered into a agreement with Federal Ammunition to manufacture their ammunition for them. And you know, it says right here on this box, Smith & Wesson Ammunition Company, Bangor Penta Company, Rock Creek, Ohio, which is where the Smith & Wesson Rock Creek Chemical Agents Ammunition Plant was, still is, maybe. And they basically overextended themselves trying to get into everything related to law enforcement. They already had the Flop Model 76 submachine gun, which was an excellent submachine gun, but it just didn't sell well, you know, and it kind of flopped, and they were literally giving them away to departments who would buy a certain amount of guns from them. All right, having said all of that, let's try the Smith & Wesson NYCLAD Plus P hollow point in a practical way. I have two guns to try. I'm going to shoot the bottom target with the Smith & Wesson Ruger Speed 6 3-inch, and I'm going to shoot the top target with the Smith & Wesson L-frame 357. Let's get started and see what we can do here. Let's loadify this gun. I'm not loading it off camera because I'm afraid of YouTube. I'm loading it off camera because it's more convenient for me to do it this way. Hold it down so gravity will help you get the cartridges in it. Same way you hold it up when you dump the cartridges out. You get gravity to help you unload it. Speed 6, hole 6. With a lead bullet, you're extremely limited to what velocity you can drive it at. You drive it about 1,150 feet per second. I don't care how much nylon you put on it. You know, it's going to start disintegrating up there about 1,200 feet per second. All right, let's try the bottom target on the with the old Speedy. Back here. Oh, that's terrible. It definitely feels like plus P. I won't be shooting any of this out of my Model 36, that's for sure. All right, let's try the top target with the L frame. Boxes. Come on, get out of there. With the L frame. Now I shoot the L frame really well, and I shot this as a competition revolver for several years back in the old bullseye days, and I used to be real good at it. Of course, I am 30 years older now. It's just as bad. Now, bear in mind, we are shooting 40-year-old ammunition. This ammunition went out of style in the late 1980s. You know, so we are shooting 40-year-old ammunition at the very least. Let's go down here and take a look at it. Any alibis? Here's my Speedy group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is my L-frame group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In the case of the L-frame, I shoot it really well and it shoots really good. All of those were center of mass hits if this was a police silhouette target. Okay? So all of them would be in qualification range at 15 yards. But pinpointy accuracy, just no. Of course, again, we've got 40-year-old ammunition. So with that being said, you know, results may vary. Yeah, that's the ticket. Results may vary. Okay, let's give it the benefit of a doubt. Let's see if we can hit the steel silhouette with the 2.5-inch revolver from the bench. That'll give us some kind of an idea what it might produce. Well, the Rangers have arrived. Installing suppressor. double action fire.
Here you go, brother.
Oh,
thank you.
That's fine. Appreciate
Sure
it.
good seeing you again.
Good seeing you.
Take care, my friend. Are you going to be out here next week?
Yeah, off and on.
Okay, I'm going to try to get out on Wednesday next week. I got a couple of 1911s I need to zero here.
Oh, that'd be all right.
I got a Dan Wesson Valor Commander I picked up.
Yeah.
And then I've got I'm sending 2 of the Kimbers off to get work done on them. But I got another Kimber I'm going to carry some. I'm going to see where it's hitting.
I'm glad you're not sending them to me to get work done.
You know, you ever heard of the Action Works in Arizona, Don Williams?
Yeah.
Don does really good high power work, but he really likes working on 1911s.
Yeah, he can take a, I heard one person make the comment one time that you send a Rock Island to Action Works and you get a less bare back.
Pretty much, yeah, that's true. Take care, my friend.
I'll see you, neighbor.
Hey, do me a favor. Tell the proprietor of this fine establishment I left him 100. I found CB caps the other day. Hadn't seen him in years.
Yeah.
And I got him a box and put them inside the screen door up there.
Well, that's great. That'll cut down on the rats.
That's kind of what I figured. They're great for certain. They're better than an air rifle, really.
Yeah.
Take care.
See you, bud. All right, he's got his mufflers on. We'll go ahead and see what we can do on the steel target at this range. See if I can hit it at 25 yards. Yeah, I can hit it at 25 yards. If I can hit it again. Hit it again. Hit it again. Hit it again. I think I'm out. Yeah. So, pinpoint accuracy, the 40-year-old ammunition is not very serviceable, but we all know this target. If you know this range down there, the AR-500 chest center target, I just hit it 6 times out of 6 tries. So, serviceable accuracy, yeah, it still retains serviceable accuracy and still works after 40 years of questionable storage. So if you see a box of stuff around, and you know, there's new boxes of it sitting on gun store shelves all over the place. You know, it just, the market kind of favored away from it for a while. Forever, actually. They're not going back in business. Ammunition made by Federal Cartridge. Typically all their ammunition was made by Federal Cartridge. And a little something new, a little something old that a lot of people don't know exists. All right then. God bless everybody. God bless America. Join the NRA. We need them. They're not a benign organization. They're out there working for you harder than the rest of them. I can teach Sheriff I commentate and some scribble. And get with me over on Rumble. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff on Rumble. I'm just not going to put on YouTube. And that's all there is to it. But I'll still have my YouTube, and you can come over here and look at me on YouTube, and then go over and look at me on Rumble. All right. All right then. God bless everybody, and we'll see you when we see you. Bye now.